if I can quit tripping over stuff. What's going on, guys? So today we are working on this 2007 Mustang V6, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit annoyed with it. We got a coolant leak. I did a fuel pump on it not too long ago, and I also did a thermostat on there. Um, probably I want to say probably about a month ago, and it was doing good until one of the coolant hose busted. It actually split in half. I think I still have it somewhere. I don't know. I had to find a little piece of hose. I don't know where it's at. No, it's somewhere around here. But anyway, split in half, and I had to replace that. Here it is. Yeah. So had to go ahead and then replace that. And for some reason after that, I just been having just some of the just nonsense of issues. Like the alternator went out, and then started misfiring a little bit. The fuel started leaking. So I'm just on this railroad track of destruction with this car. So hopefully, just figuring out where the coolant leak is would be simple. And I feel like it would be kind of interesting to watch to see what we need to do as far as the steps of just diagnosing it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put on these ramps because I'm getting old and I'm not gonna try and lean into the engine bay like I used to because I can't do that anymore. This car also got 192,000 miles on it, so it's it's got a lot of miles on it to say the least. Just make sure I don't run off these ramps. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I guess I can leave the key in here. That should be fine. As long as I don't roll up the window, should be good. So, what car I drive, it depends on what car you're talking about. Right now, I'm working on a Mustang, but let me switch it around. I have that car, which is a 98 with a Mach 1 motor in it. I have this car, which is a Fox body, which I'm planning on putting a 5.0 in it. This the track car. And I also have this F-150. So it's a 2015 F-150 5.0 Coyote. So I got a lot of vehicles I could drive to say the least. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and pop the hood real quick. Figure out where this coolant leak is coming from. Hang on a second. You need to use both hands to pop open this hood just to get it. There we go. I am actually from Memphis. Where are you from? Uh, it looked like you're not from the United States. Yeah, here is the 4.0 V6 engine. Like I said, I replaced the thermostat because this one was actually cracked right here. This is the plastic one, and as you can see, all the white coolant stuff on there. It's not the it's not the greatest to have. That's all coolant leaking. This is where the thermostat is. Okay, that's pretty cool. You from India? I don't think I had somebody watching from India before. That's cool. I also replaced the fuel pump on here because it was leaking some fuel, and yeah, it's just that was a whole nother issue. But yeah, let me go ahead and look in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this intake and just look, because I'm thinking it's either that where that red hose is. I'm thinking it's underneath that the reason why it's leaking, or it could be that hose right there at the water pump. I'm hoping it's not the water pump because I really don't want to have to replace the water pump on this. But if it is, it just is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by popping these clips off. I don't have to remove that, but I'm gonna have to remove this. Well, I yes and no. I wouldn't consider myself a professional mechanic, but like I can work on cars. It's if I need to fix an issue on a car, I can do that. Like I did this whole engine swap myself, so I mean, you tell me. It looks pretty legit. Go ahead and grab my. This is like the number one thing you need whenever working on cars. I don't know why, but that is the majority of the tools you need besides a ratchet. So that just works out. Speaking of ratchet, I need to go find one. I'm sure I got one in my truck. I'm gonna get me an electric one. But yeah, feel free to ask some questions. If you have any questions about your car or something that's going on with it, let me know. I'll try my best to answer it. I mean, it's not going to be a guarantee that it's going to be right because, I'm not there looking at the vehicle. But if you want me to try to help you, guide you to a certain issue, we could probably figure something out. Yeah, I got the electric ratchet, so this should be enough just to take off hose clamps if I need to. I'm probably going to hand tighten them so I don't mess up the hose clamps. But other than that, we should be good with this. Get my 8mm. Put it on there. See where I can set y'all at. Set y'all somewhere without it falling off. There we go. That way I can read it. If y'all have any questions, I can see what y'all wanting to say, wanting to ask. A lot of people around here do ask me to work on their cars, so I think I have some type of knowledge on working on cars. That's the first time I heard that. Usually they say that I look like what's his name? Dang, they've been saying it all day. What's his name? J. Cole. Say I look like J. Cole. I need to put this over here so I don't lose the bolts. But yeah, that's the first. Oh Lord. Who do I look like, Shovel? Who do I look like? Who do I look like? Let's see what this says. Yeah, I do It is pretty hot out here. I ain't gonna lie. That would be nice right now. A nice cold drink. All right, so now that we got a better look at this, I don't know why they held that for review. That's weird. Maybe it's your emoji, but I don't know. So now we facing here and we got more to look at since we got the intake off. And by the way, it does look like it's coming from this hose. That's what it looked like. But I want to double check and make sure it's not coming from the water pump. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look underneath here and see if I see anything. Have this in, most likely is coolant leaking. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty big mess down here. I might have to go ahead and start it up and let it run for a little bit so I can see where exactly it is coming from, because this is pretty bad. Ooh, I think I see it dripping right there. Well, I know I see it dripping right here, but I think I see it higher up. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Yeah, it looked like it's going higher up. If you look right here, it looked like there's a trail that goes all the way up. Actually, I've worked on a M5, not an M4 or an M8, but I have worked on an M5. It was cool. I didn't really do much on it. Hang on, let me roll from underneath here. I wonder where that plug goes to. It's just unplugged. I wonder if the fog lights. That's probably the fog lights. It got to be the fog lights. Ooh. Hang on a second. My mom is calling me. Oh, not anymore. Okay. Wonder why she called me. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, let it run for a little bit, probably add some coolant in here, because I know, not coolant, what? Oh no, it's full. Okay. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put the intake back on and let it run for a little bit and see if I can get it to start leaking. Because that's the goal here, is to see if I can get it to start leaking. Go. And now we go ahead and start it up and let it run for a little bit and see if we can find out where it's leaking at. Okay. Thank you for watching. And I appreciate the subscription. Alright. I'm gonna just let this idle, get it warmed up, get it up to temperature, and figure out where this leak is coming from. In the meantime, I know this is a random day for a video to be happening, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm probably not gonna be able to post a video Saturday. Uh, a lot of stuff is going on in my personal life. My granddad actually just passed away Monday, I believe. Yes, Monday, and we're dealing with that, and we got to figure out how we're going to arrange the funeral arrangements because he lives in California. So we're gonna have to figure out when we can fly out there, or if we're gonna have some type of memorial here, or what we're gonna do. So my thought process haven't been on that. We just been My thought process hasn't been on making videos. It's just been on trying to save up money, which this is a client's car, this is a customer's car I'm working on, just so I can make sure we have money just in case we gotta go to Florida, or not Florida, California. So yeah, I appreciate that, Shovel. Um, Updates on just random stuff that's going on in the garage. So the 1998 Mach 1 still here. Nothing's changed on it. Not until I get that supercharger. So that's still coming. But we're working with that. Actually, I'm doing a trade-up challenge. And I recently got a nitrous bottle for the trade-up challenge, which is pretty cool. I'm talking with this one guy. This is a sneak peek. So I'm talking with this one guy to see if I can possibly get a level kit for a Chevy truck. I don't know. It's a full kit. It's brand new. I don't know if I want to go that route or do I want to get something else, because that's very vehicle specific. And yes, I do need to get it vehicle specific, or I do need to get auto parts and whatnot, but vehicle specific is pretty hard to, nail down. Not a lot of people have, well, a lot of people have Chevy trucks. I don't even know why I was going to tell y'all that lie. But yeah, it's just, I'm worried about doing it because I didn't want to end up at like the intake spacer where only a select few of people was building 5.0 engines. So I just don't want that to happen. Make sure it's not leaking right now. And I'm probably gonna have to wait, is it leaking? Oh, it is leaking. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. If I can get the camera to switch. There we go. Get underneath here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy. What does that look like, guys? Oh boy, it looked like a water pump. Oh man. Well, I don't have a problem with replacing it, but it's just, I thought it was gonna be quick and easy, but it's not. It looked like it's coming from the pulley. If you look right there by the pulley, look like it's coming from the pulley. Huh. Let me go ahead and message the customer that is indeed the water pump. Let me double check the top, make sure it's not doing something crazy up on top. I know. If it had just been the coolant hose, I would have just put a new hose clamp on there, but no, it has to be the water pump, huh? I can't see. I need a flashlight. And I bet none of my flashlights are charged. Check inside my truck. Yeah, okay. Maybe it'll be charged. I can get the battery off. There we go. We're looking the valley of the engine to make sure it's not leaking from that thermostat housing. And nope, it doesn't look like it. Yep. Definitely look like the water pump. All right, let me go ahead and shut it off so it don't get too hot. And I go ahead and message him right now, let him know that it is the water pump. Which is crazy that it's the water pump because, you know, I just replaced the thermostat on here. So since I replaced the thermostat, they're not that type of people, but anybody else, they would probably be like, well, you just did something that related to the coolant, so you got to replace it, you know? And they're not that type of person, but just the coincidence of it. That's the word I'm trying to think of. The fact that, you know, I replaced the thermostat a month ago and now the water pump is down. It's crazy. But yeah, go ahead and snatch all this back off. I'm glad this is easy to take on and off. I don't have to, I really can do all of this by one hand. There we go. Double check and see if they need a belt. The belt is not terrible. They could probably still continue to use it. But yeah, it's not terrible. Also, this is what I like to do. I like to take a picture of the serpentine belt so I can get the exact diagram for it. I got my second phone right here. So I should be able to get a good picture of it. And I don't have to worry about looking on Google to find the right diagram for it. Yep. All right. So I got a good picture. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things that's part of the reason why I got out of working on customers' cars, as far as like at a dealership or, you know, a mechanic shop or something like that, because I don't want somebody to look at me and be like, hey, you just did this, so why is it leaking again, you know, or, you know, why is it messing up, and it doesn't have anything to do with what I just did. But people are like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this belt. That's the wrong way. I do like working on cars though, so there's that. It's just I don't like working on other people's cars that don't understand about cars, you know? Because like literally you can replace a whole engine. You can replace a whole engine on a vehicle and your transmission go out the next day. It's just part of it. Come on, belt. Here we go. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not the worst I've seen. So I think he can let this slide. And he's also a little bit mechanically inclined as well. So if we need to, and he wanted to replace the belt, he could replace it if he wanted to. Yeah, definitely. That's honestly why before I even start working on people's cars, I take pictures, I show them, I tell them before I even touch it, hey, this is what's going on with your car. I had an incident before where, okay, I actually broke some on the car. It was a cowl panel up here on a Nissan, but it was a friend's car. So I didn't have to really, it wasn't one of those like, hey, you broke something on my car. I went ahead and told him, hey, so this is broken. And he was willing to pay for it. Luckily, the part was like, I want to say it was like $7 or something like that. But I just went ahead and replaced it for him. But just the fact that I like working with people that, know that I wouldn't do anything to them to mess up their car or try to get some money from them. Because there's a hose that I replaced on here that I just did because I was the last one to touch it, Even though it wasn't my fault, I still went ahead and replaced it. And he brought it back for this. I'm going to go ahead and take these pulleys off. Hopefully I can get them off. I should be able to. It shouldn't be that hard. I say that and I just, just mess myself up, huh? And 10 mils. I don't know if I have enough power in my electric ratchet to take it off, but we can try it. Nope. Huh. Did you hear that? That's weird. I probably should have kept the belt on to take that off, but let me grab a pry bar. That's what I'm gonna do. Grab a pry bar and just kind of angle it so I can try to take it off with the ratchet. It shouldn't be that tight, but you never know. Hopefully I don't break the phone trying to get it off. I can figure out how to do this. There we go. That's one. That's two. Three. Four. Now I can take it off with the electric ratchet. Yeah, this battery's about to die. Well, it's dead. Great. I'm gonna have to put this on the charger. Now, where's my charger? There's my charger. This is the rapid charger. There's this. Here it is, the rapid charger. These rapid chargers will save your life. When I get ready to put this back on, this battery should be charged. Should be. I need to charge all of my batteries, honestly. Haven't charged them in a while. Check. And we're gonna do it the old school way and take it off by hand now. Which they was already broke loose by hand, so be all right. Honestly, I don't need the ratchet anymore. Probably just twist this off by hand. Yeah. I told myself I was gonna put on gloves, and I didn't. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wash my hands really good. So, tip for people that work on their cars: your hand gets dirty, get you some Dawn dish soap. Ooh, yeah, it's definitely leaking from the water pump. I'll show you in a second. But get you some Dawn dish soap and a scrub daddy. My wife got a bunch of scrub daddies, and I was like, what in the world is this? This is ridiculous. This is just a waste of money. All it is just a sponge, the green side of the sponge, and I kid you not, it cleaned my hands better than, like, what's it called, the Gojo, or the the wild cherry scrub or whatever. It's amazing. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Where's my flashlight? Yeah, it's look like it's leaking right in that snout area. Yep, it does look like the water pump. Lovely. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to get a price of a water pump and then wait for them to respond and see if they can send the money to get the water pump. But yeah, it's definitely the water pump. And the reason why it looks like it's leaking everywhere is because, of course, the coolant was getting on the belt and slinging everywhere. And it does not, it doesn't take long for it to start messing up. Because this is a brand new alternator, as you can tell. And you see it's already on the pulley. There's a little bit on the alternator itself. You can't really see it, but it's there. So it's just slinging coolant everywhere. Easy fix. I just do not like dealing with coolant because coolant gets messy. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have their, stuff they like dealing with or stuff they don't like dealing with. For instance, a lot of people don't like dealing with oil. I don't have a problem with it as long as I'm not doing like some type of gasket. If I'm doing like an oil pan gasket, it sucks. But if I'm doing an oil change, it's not that bad. I can do an oil change on a vehicle that's been running for 3 hours. I'll knock it out quick. Won't even bat an eye at it. But an oil pan, yeah, sucks. Let me put these somewhere where I don't lose them, because I know if I lose these bolts, it's going to be a hard time trying to find the bolts separately without having to buy a whole water pump. Also, get you one of these, just like a tray where you can keep all your loose bolts in, so you don't have to worry about it just flying everywhere. Take a bunch of pictures and just take your time whenever you work on vehicles. Honestly, I do kind of like working on the the S197 Mustangs because you have a little bit more room than the Fox bodies and a little bit more room than the SN95s, but it's new enough to where you don't have to worry about any of the random stuff. Oh, here comes my neighbor. He's in a box Chevy. Show you what the box Chevy look like. There it is. Ah, that was weak, Jimmy. Come on. I thought he was gonna hit it. He usually do, but he didn't. That's weird. I never heard a water pump sound like this. uh, Paint to me is not that bad, but my thing with paint is like, you know, I so believe it or not, I'm a germaphobe, and I do not. As I say that, I got dirt on my nose right there. That's crazy, but I'm a germaphobe, and I don't like getting dirty. I really don't. So since I don't like getting dirty, I can, I guess I can work on cars without getting like completely dirty, like how a lot of mechanics be. They get like dirt all over their face, all over their arms and stuff like that. I can work around that, and I guess with me, you know, doing that, I can paint and not get paint all on me. I thought that's what you was going to get. I thought you was getting ready to say you don't want to have to deal with the paint because you get paint all over you and it's hard to get off. Paint is not an issue to me. I like painting. As a matter of fact, when we get a chance, hopefully we'll be able to paint this thing. He wanted satin black, and we got to definitely do some body work on here. Um, I want to help him transform this car because he's pretty much in the same scenario that I was in when I got my white Mustang. So the paint is all chipped up, messed up, and whatnot. There's a few dings here and there. He needs a new back bumper. I don't think he needs a new front bumper. I think we just need to mold that and form that better. But I'm ready. This is why I'm kind of helping him out because I'm ready to paint this car because that's what I like doing. I like doing custom work. I don't like doing repairs. I like doing custom work. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I was painting this car, I painted in the garage at my last house, and everything was fine. But I literally had to paint the roof of it. I think 3 times because the way that I painted it. So I sprayed the roof first, and I was like, okay, that looks good. I wait for it to dry and all that, and I went ahead and put a covering over it so I can paint the white part. But when I did that, that's when I messed it up, and the paint wasn't fully cured yet. So this it just did not work out for me. Hang on a second, my mom is calling me back. Let me see what she needs. Hello. Hey. No. Okay. Okay, y'all have fun. Yeah, I'm just on YouTube Live and I'm looking at this Mustang, trying to figure out if they want to go ahead and do this water pump or not. But I'm trying not to drop the phone. You have a little buddy right here, like these little spiders and little jumping spiders. Huh. But yeah, what we was talking about, the paint. Yeah, the paint was a headache. For some reason, this was the best car I painted with no issues. I didn't have any runs. I didn't have any overspray issues or anything like that. And I painted with rattle can paint. And it came out really well. Obviously, it's not good anymore because it sits outside. It wasn't made to be a show car. I didn't put any clear coat on it or anything like that. So, yeah. My goal with this is to actually get it repainted. And I think I want to keep the same color scheme, but I think I want to try and change it up a bit. Because, not gonna lie, them fender flares or whatever these are, it's not. I don't know if I want to keep using those. I think I actually want to. I've been seeing a lot of people cut and weld their own fender flares on their body, and since this is a all metal Fox body, I think I want to try it. And also, we have a neighbor down the street that's a welder, so we could probably work something out. I don't know, but yeah, that should be fun. I really need to paint the front bumper on this because I don't know. I don't know if y'all watched the video or not, but this car actually fell off the trailer, off the ramps, when I was trying to back it up out the trailer, and I completely cracked up the front bumper. So it's not bad, like it's not super noticeable because it's at the very bottom, but yeah, it hurt my soul. Not even gonna lie, I was I was highly upset. And also, when we had a snowstorm not too long ago, we had a stray cat in here that, my wife wanted to make sure was okay. And also, I have a soft spot for cats, okay? I got 3 black cats. And this one was a black Maine Coon cat or Siberian cat. I don't know. It was one of those expensive cats. Well, you see how I got them tires up there? I had that wheel up there now, so using it as a hose or hose holder, but it was up there. The cat loves sitting inside the tires, and I guess when it was coming out, it just decided it was going to push it over, and yeah, it fell on this fender, and the wheel fell on this fender and messed up the door. You can't really see it, but it's right here. There's a ding there, and then a couple dings right there. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. And I really not looking forward to trying to do some body work on the door and the fender. I would much rather just have to repaint it or like resand it down and paint it like I have to do with the bumper. But it is what it is. I guess it was for a good cause, right? Because we're trying to save an animal, but it is what it is. Also, I I got to figure out when I'm gonna do this seat. It's literally the only thing wrong with the interior. Besides, I want to do my flat bottom steering wheel, but I can't find tan steering wheel to save my life. I don't know why I cannot find one, but yeah, I want to do a flat bottom steering wheel on here, but I want it to be tan. I have a black one or a charcoal gray one over here. Where is it at? Yep, right here. And I love the way it looks, but it's not going to look right because that piece is charcoal gray. So yeah, I need one that's tan. And they have a lot of new edge tan or beige color. I don't want beige. I want the 98 tan. So if I can find one, I'm going to do that, swap that out, and it'll be good. And then also I just need to fix the middle part of this seat and also this bolster part right here. If I can fix that, the interior will be good. It'll be straight. I don't have to worry about doing anything else with this. If only if only I have just an abundance amount of money to where I can just do whatever I want. I wouldn't have to do the trade up challenge. I can just go ahead and slap the Pro Charger right here and not have any issues. The 5.0 engine back there will go right into here, right in, and honestly, I'll go ahead and put twin turbos on here, make it look like Ken Block's car, make it look like the Hooney Fox or whatever it's called. The truck will be a Raptor clone. It'll have the 5.2 supercharged motor in there. Be a 10 speed. It would be nice if I just had abundance of money. Also, I wouldn't be living here. I'd probably be living somewhere with like 20 acres and my own compound or something like that. That'd be cool. I'm waiting for them to respond back because they want me to get it done today. But I don't think they're gonna look at it today. I don't know, or I don't know if they want me to finish it today. I don't know what they're trying to do. I gotta work on a Pathfinder too. I gotta put some catalytic converters on this weekend, so I think that's probably gonna be a Saturday. That's another thing I won't be able to really. I can go live on Saturday putting that on. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna go live on that. That'd be nice. I also got to put an exhaust on a SRT4 Dodge Neon, which I never had on the channel. I had a Dodge Neon on a Jeep chassis on the channel, but yeah, that'd be cool. It's also would be my first time riding in a Dodge Neon SRT4, so that'd be cool. He wanted exhaust on there and be, you know, be a little bit louder. Be cool. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what else we need to do. Oh, alarm going off so I can clock out. I'm not clocked in. It's just alarm that we have to clock out for work. Yeah. But I want to do some more live video. I guess it must have cut out for a second, but yeah, I want to do some firearms and just maybe cleaning them, adding some attachments on there or something like that. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all interested in that, and if I can and still get monetized for it, can we do it? So hopefully we can because that'd be nice. But I guess we're kind of at a halt with this Mustang now because we figured out the issue. It's the water pump, and I don't think anything else is going on with it. At least not right now. Uh, Hang on a second. Mm, why does this keep popping up? Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to figure that out. I don't know. I want to do it, but I'm not. I'm not 100% sure with it. But since we're at a standstill with this car, I guess we can go ahead and close out the live. We already been on here for 51 minutes and 30 seconds, so I think that's a pretty good length. So Everybody that's watching, I really do appreciate you watching because this is definitely going to help me out. I'm really trying to get into the partner program this year, so I'm trying to really focus and buckle down on my YouTube videos. When I get into the partner program, that helps me out to help you out so you can have more content that you can watch and enjoy. And also it'd be better content as well. So it wouldn't be just me in my garage anymore. It'll be me in my shop or me trying to go out of town and do stuff with cars. It would just help out a lot. So I really do appreciate it. And I think it's really cool that I actually have a subscriber now from India. He subscribed earlier if you missed it. Um, but yeah, I really do appreciate that, man. Also, I really, really want to start getting these two cars, at least the two Mustangs, going. If I can get it going this year, that would be great. And I feel like that would skyrocket my channel. Let me see what you're saying. Yeah, I was looking at that video and I was just kind of like, because my highest view video is actually my truck and it got 35,000 views on it. But the thing is, I don't have the watch hours, which is crazy to me. Now, I almost have 3,000 subscribers. I just don't have the watch time, which is crazy because you would think I'll have the watch times. But it is what it is. I don't do a lot of live videos, and apparently that's where you get all your views from is a lot of live videos. So this is why we're doing a live video. Also, I don't really have time to edit this week. So there you go. But yeah, I really, really want to try and get this going so I can actually, not that I don't enjoy doing it, I do enjoy doing it, but I want to be able to do, I don't want to limit myself anymore. I want to be able to do what I need and want to do with the channel without having any issues. And also, what's funny is my buddy actually just bought an F-150 like you, shovel. And not gonna lie, I kind of want to get an old F-150 truck now, but again, I need I need to get monetized for that. I need to get into the partner program for that. So if you're watching, keep watching. Thank you for watching. Go on to my other channels and check out my other videos. Um, if you ain't subscribed, please subscribe because that's definitely going to help me out as well. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, Shovel. I also have um, a short that's actually 2.5 million views on it right now. So that's pretty cool. So that's definitely helping me out. So I just need to make more videos like that and more other little videos like that. I feel like that would help me out tremendously. But now I've been yambling, rambling, whatever you want to call it. Um, Thank you for watching. Let me go ahead and close out and Shovel. I'll message you later on so we can go ahead and talk about what we can do for this YouTube journey. So thank you for watching. Y'all enjoy y'all day. I hope y'all have a blessed day.